Hello, friends and family from around the world. Mike with Daily Events Worldwide, and we're on April 23rd, 2025. Welcome to another surviving day on the planet, and welcome to the Daily Do, giving you your space weather update, earthquakes, volcanoes, and world weather. Always start note looking at our sun here, as this morning I displayed that triple eruption on our sun. We have not seen any major solar flares or coronal mass ejections headed our way. Geomagnetic instability was pretty prevalent during the most recent coronal hole wind stream. Having a look at the last 48 hours incoming, big plasma loop there, showcased yesterday in the shorts. And incoming sunspot regions, very active. Looking at outgoing imagery here, we did see a couple small C-class flares, and as well, plasma filaments dancing around. Look at the size of that solar tornado equatorial region on our sun. Looking at multispectrum, pointing out the last 48 hours of events. That huge snaking plasma filament equatorial region, right-hand side. Going to be keeping an eye on that, getting ready to snap away in an outgoing position. Another light here showcasing the coronal holes. Now we've got one that has completely formed in the north as well. Earth is about to get squeezed. Having a look now at sunspot regions in motion, as we have about 8 of them that are Earth-facing now. A couple of them are quite complex and need to be watched. Particularly 4070, 4062, and 4064. Current space weather conditions, there are none to report. Solar winds are coming in at 496 kilometers per second. Still very fast. Solar X-ray flux showing minor M-class solar flares. Solar proton flux is low. Geomagnetic activity is coming down after being up at a KP5 throughout the day on the 22nd, late on the 21st, due to the most recent coronal hole wind stream. Looking at Space Weather Prediction Center diagrams here, no new CMEs put into these models. And looking at LASCO 2, showing the last 3 days of events from April 20th till now, as we did see a halo CME in the last few images late on the 22nd of April. Amazing images here, LASCO at Soho, mixed with daily events worldwide. Again, thank you so much for watching. Pressing play today. Looking at the aurora view line for tonight and tomorrow. A little more prevalent tonight. And then earthquakes. Earthquake warning video 2 nights ago. 6.2 earthquake in a pretty rare place, the Sea of Marmara. 6.2 magnitude earthquake, Turkey. Thousands of people feeling that earthquake. Videos are popping up all over the place. Notable earthquake 3.9 there, Western India. And as well, the Indian plate active. All of a sudden, it's gone quiet in the Philippines plate. A couple major eruptions. Notable earthquake here, Singleton, Australia, 5.1 magnitude, but right beside a quarry. 5.7 earthquake, Vanuatu, and earthquakes are piling up in the Tonga region. Nothing too deep just yet. We've seen a lot of volcanic eruptions, including the Kilauea volcano yet again, the 19th eruption since last Christmas. Willow, Alaska, reporting a 4.5, increased seismicity all through the region and volcanic activity. North American plate, widespread activity. Really piling up, though, in the Pacific Northwest. I wanted to point out the rare earthquakes. Pleasant City, Ohio, 3.1 earthquake. As well, a 2.6. Hartville, Missouri. And Kentucky with a 2.6. Heads up. Across the North American plate, it's way too quiet. South America and into central regions as well. Eerily quiet. But big news today is the 6.2 earthquake, Turkey, which was centered right in the Sea of Marmara, followed by multiple aftershocks, 6 of them being over 5.0 magnitude, There's been about 100 since. This is a look at the last 7 days around the world for shakers and movers. Largest being now the 6.2 that just hit Turkey. Expecting something bigger here over the next 24 hours. It ain't done yet. That's a pretty rare place for an earthquake. Expect something big and a volcanic eruption. Speaking of which, here's a look at our SO2 forecast brought to you by active and erupting volcanoes. Big plume in the Central Pacific from Kilauea Volcano at Hawaii, as well Kamchatka, Alaska, and Japan. Mexico. Very active all around the Pacific Ring of Fire right now. And it's getting a little bit concerning now, especially considering what our sun is doing and what and how it affects our planet and our beings. Big eruptions, Southeast Asia, Indonesia. Big eruption, Mount Etna, Italy, and as well notable plumes still coming out of Central Africa. Active and erupting 75 volcanoes around the world. That was the last update. Stay tuned as we will be coming out with the next volcanic activity report. Let's have a look at world weather as we'll have some extreme weather. Nothing too crazy over the next few days across the United States. Just wait until the end of the month for some really intense weather there across central regions, charging into the Great Lakes region. We'll be met with some pretty intense cold fronts coming from Canada. You're welcome. And we could have maybe one more snowstorm for Canada in parts of northeastern parts of the United States in the long range. You'll have to see. These forecast models can change and anything can happen. That's why Daily Events Worldwide is here, and thank you so much for pressing play again. If you're enjoying the show, please give a thumbs up, get in the comment section, and let me know where you're watching from. Let me know what you like best. Let me know what I can do better. Anything is possible here with Daily Events Worldwide. Anything is possible with our planet. It is ever changing. Carrying on here with the rest of the weather. Leave you here looking over the North Pacific as the battle for spring is really on. Still waiting for that big high-pressure ridge to break down across the west coast of the United States. Other than that, long-range forecast, most of these systems heading up into Alaska, north and over the Rockies, gathering some cooler air, and then scooting back into North America. Much love, everybody, and thank you. Welcome to the new mini ice age. Welcome to Daily Events Worldwide. If you're new, thank you for subscribing. If you're not, thank you for being a part of this family. Here's a look at our upper-level winds, southern polar vortex, and as well give you a little browse on what our planet is doing right now in regards to weather. Getting ready for winter 2025 in the southern hemisphere. Should be a doozy. The velocity and the strength of the polar vortex definitely will be a test this year. Much love, everybody. Stay safe and healthy. Stay aware and prepared. Good night.